Good morning. Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome to Science. It's Tuesday morning. Are you guys wakey? Yeah. Awesome. Give me a thumbs up if you've had breakfast. Whoa, give me a thumbs up if you've said good morning to someone in your family. Yeah. Me too. All right, give me a double thumbs up if you are ready to begin. Yeah, okay, good. Oh, let's hope some other friends come and join us, but I'm so happy to see Xander and Corellis and Luke and Henry and Charlotte. Oh, hello, everyone. All right, so let's get started. It is time for our science lesson. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to review. That means look again at our promise. Remember you made a promise yesterday? Yeah, you remember. So let's review that, and then we're going to get right into our Nearpod. So we're going to teach everyone how to log into Nearpod and walk along with us. Let's get started. All right, Mrs. Cruz, what about that promise we made? Yes, remember, every Zoom call with every teacher on the planet has the same expectations of her students. All right, and that is to participate. Yep, no potatoes allowed. Be respectful. That means treat others the way you want to be treated. Remember, be on time. Thank you for that. That was amazing. I think you're the fastest class ever. M, keep your microphones muted. Don't touch it until I tell you. All right, I know your finger wants to touch it so bad. Don't do it. Don't do it. You won't get your name on the spinny wheel, right? And include your name, change your name in the Zoom window, which is perfect, and stay in your spot until I tell you to get up. And by the way, we will be getting up in a little bit, okay? And keep your eyes on the screen where all the magic happens. All right, so remember how we take turns and share? Yeah? All right, that is how we participate. And do you remember how we show respect? Treat others the way you want to be treated. If you don't want to be interrupted, don't interrupt others. If you don't want someone to steal your turn, don't take their turn. Get it? Be kind, be nice, and be respectful. A couple more? You know the mute. Do you want to try it again? Yeah? Okay. Everybody on mute. Let's sing our ABCs. And when you hear me start counting down, see who can get to the mute fastest. Ready? Sing this.
A, B,
C, D, E, F, G,
I, J,
K, L, M, O, P,
W, X, Y, Z. Now I know my ABC.
W,
Time
Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Ready? 5. Who's got 4? Hurry, 3. Don't be the last one. 2. 0. Oh, you beat me. Good job. Okay, stay muted. And you did fabulous. Thank you for keeping your mute promise. And keep your eyes on the screen where all the magic happens. If you look away, you might miss something, right? So it's very important to pay attention. Imagine if you were driving down the road and you weren't looking. You know, nothing good will happen. You have to pay attention. All right, what are we going to do today, Mr. Cruz? Without further ado, we are going to hurry up and talk about what we're learning today. Today is science. So today we're learning about what is a scientist? Yeah, we're going to ask ourselves this question. What is a scientist? I'm going to learn the role of a scientist today. I will be able to explain that a scientist is someone who asks and answers questions about the natural world around them. That's what we're going to learn today. All right, so we're going to find out what is a scientist. Have you guys ever explored? Have you ever observed anything? Have you ever asked any questions? Here's my first question. Can you Nearpod with me? All right, so here's how we're going to do this. You may need your learning coach with you right now until you learn how to do this. This is called Nearpod. And here is if you have the app, you can open your app. If you don't have the app, you can open up a second device or a new window. Make me really small and open up a second tab. And then go to, ready? join.nearpod.com. And then enter this magical code. And then it should load for you. Remember to always use Edge, but this will work also on iPads. Okay, so I'm going to leave this code up and the join address for a few more seconds so everybody has a chance to load their game. It's like a lesson game. It's a game lesson in Nearpod. And this will allow you to draw and slide and do all sorts of fun things, okay? So, let's see. Oh, I wanted to tell you something else. After I come out of this screen and I join you over in the Nearpod, that this code will still be showing on the screen. I think it'll be way at the top or at the bottom. We'll find it. And then if you come in late or if you get kicked out and you need to log back in, that code will be on my screen the whole time. Okay? All right, so I'm going to stop sharing, come over to join you on the Nearpod. So hang tight. I have to swing over there and find you. This will get much faster over time. Right now, oh, found it. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully you can see my code in the middle of the screen. RM as in Mary, K 82. And let's see how many people have joined. Oh, it's way at the top. Look at that. There's my code, RMK82 at the top of my screen. And let's see if we have some friends with us. Oh my goodness, I see Henry, I see Corellis, I see Luke, and I see Xander. Oh, how exciting you guys were able to join. Anybody, if you cannot join today, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, with practice, you'll be able to join. Sometimes we have to maybe get a second device or, you know, take a few extra minutes to get logged in on a new tab. So don't worry if you don't get a chance to do it today. You can follow along, all right? You can even write your answers on paper. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do it. Are you guys ready? Let's do it. I am a scientist. That's right, you are a scientist too. No kidding. You guys really are scientific. What is a scientist? We're going to learn and understand that scientists they ask and answer questions about the natural world. And we are going to observe different types of scientists and know what they do. We have our first question for you. Listen to the question. It asks you a poll. How much do you already know about scientists? Let's hear the answers. If you click A, you say, I know a lot about scientists. If you click B, I know a little bit, but I want to learn more. If you click C, I don't know about scientists yet. Mrs. Cruz, teach me. Choose your answer. I'm going to choose, I know a little bit, but I want to know more. What do you guys choose? Woohoo, I see answers. Thank you, Luke. That's right. And totally honest. If you don't know, you'll learn more, right? That's what we're here for. Corellis, thank you for your answer. Nice job. All right, 10 more seconds left. If you don't get a chance to answer it, it's okay. It's just a quick poll to see how we're, oh, thank you, Henry. Yes, I agree. I want to know a little bit more. Very nice. Yep, this is just a poll just to ask how much you know at the beginning of the lesson and then we'll find out how you feel at the end. All right. If you didn't get a chance to answer, don't worry. On the next slide, you're going to be able to slide your finger back and forth and look around a laboratory where scientists work. As you explore, notice all the tools in the lab. What do you think scientists might do? All right, here it comes. All right, you can take your cursor, your finger, and slide around and explore and observe the inside of a laboratory. By the way, this is where my son kind of works in one of these places. Yes, he does. He's a scientist and he works in a laboratory, and he even wears a coat like that, a laboratory coat. Wouldn't that be a great Halloween costume too? I think so. Oh, I wonder what he's doing. Oh, look, he's got some solutions. They're in beakers, and they're on hot plates. They're keeping them warm, perhaps? I don't know. Oh, what is in the back there? What are they making? All right, let's see. You guys ready? Yeah? Hold on. What did you guys think that they were doing in that laboratory? Anybody have any ideas? Ooh, Corellis, what did you think they were doing in that scientific laboratory?
Experiments.
Really? You think so too? I agree. Thank you for sharing. All right, Xander, what do you think they were doing?
I think they were making something called
Flubber.
experiment.
Oh, yeah, they could have been. You're right.
And they put salt in it to make a volcano.
Oh, wow, that would be wild. Thank you, Xander. One more. I saw a hand from Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte, what do you think they're making?
I think they're making a volcano.
You do too. Look at that, Xander. She thinks they were going to have a volcano in there too. I guess you have to learn how to make a volcano, right? Yeah, that would be interesting. All right, so now I love this slide because this reminds me of you guys. All right. Have you ever asked, why, mommy? Why, daddy? Dads and moms, does that sound familiar? When you ask your parents that same question, why? Why do we have scientists? Well, because we're always curious and we love to ask questions. Don't you ask questions? I told you you were scientific. We want to understand the world around us. And did you know that scientists help us do that? Yes. We always have questions. I ask a lot of questions every day. Why is it raining today? Why is the sun coming up in that area? Why isn't it coming up over here? Why does it take so long for hair to dry? So many questions. Have you ever had any questions? Do you ever wonder about things? Oh, Henry, what do you wonder about?
Shannon's kind of tall and make a tunnel.
Oh, you want to know how to make a volcano? Do you wonder about how to make one? Yeah? That would be a fun activity, wouldn't it? Maybe we should do that one day. Oh, that would be a great experiment. Thank you, my love. Go ahead and mute. And I'm going to go to, I'm going to go to Corellis. You have your hand up on top. What is something that you wonder about? Why? How?
Why thunders a lot outside when it rains?
Oh, right. Why does it thunder? That is such a good question. Do you know that there are special scientists that help us understand that? Thank you for sharing. Charlotte, what do you wonder about?
Why does it rain so much?
I know. Isn't that an interesting question? Some parts of the earth, it doesn't rain, and other parts, it rains so much. Oh, what a great question. Thank you for that. Xander, I'm ready for yours. What do you wonder?
Know how to make a volcano.
I don't think you want to make that, but everybody here wants to make that volcano. I've made one before. Maybe we can try again. Thank you.
You said salt and then
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Let me see if Luke has a question. Mwah. Thank you, love. Okay. Hey, Luke, do you ever wonder about anything? Do you have questions about why things happen?
She asked you, why do you think, if you have questions?
How about, why is this pillow so comfy? How do our clothes get clean in the washing machine? Where does all the lint go from the clothes in the dryer? All these great questions, right? How do scissors work? Do you ever think about that?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. We ask a lot of questions, and so do scientists. But the thing about scientists is that they help us answer those questions. So quickly, you can draw anything you want to. Draw a picture or write some words or a sentence that shows what you're wondering about. So who's drawn that volcano? You can draw with your finger. You can draw with your, oh, here comes Xander's. You can draw with your stylus or yeah, your little tool, your drawing tool. Look at that. Here comes the volcanoes. What am I going to draw? Let's see. I always wonder. So many things I wonder about. Why are there so many different types of trees? And why do trees grow really tall? That's a good question too. Oh, look at that. Nice job. Oh, wow. Xander, go ahead.
My question is, I draw a volcano that's blowing up all the hot lava everywhere.
I see that. I see it.
On the floor.
I see that lava.
It blows up in the clouds up to the place and then comes back down to somebody's house. And then just blows.
Yikes. That sounds dangerous. Thank you for sharing, love. Let me see who else. Charlotte, go ahead.
I made a volcano before.
You did. I bet you did. And it's fun to make. Oh, look at that. Look at everybody's work. These are things that you wonder about. It could be volcanoes. It could be why tigers have stripes, but leopards have spots. We have all different types of questions. Thank you guys for sharing. You can do this on your own. This is a great activity with your learning coaches, especially when it's a rainy, boring day. You can draw or write about, think about things that you wonder about. And then you can do some research or some experiments and try to answer them like a real scientist. Okay, guys, hurry up, Miss Cruz. Are there different types of scientists? I hope you said yes. Can you think of a type of a scientist? Earlier today, we said that there are certain types of scientists that study the weather. Do you think that there's scientists that study volcanoes? Yeah. What about scientists that study underwater? Whoa, who's ever gone under the water and looked around? What about scientists that study the stars? Oh yeah. What about medicines, plants? You know what's interesting about all these scientists? They all ask questions. Oh, I think I'm getting to something, aren't I? Scientists, they all ask questions and they try to answer those questions. Yeah. So you ever walk around and you look around at everything around the world and you don't know how everything works. You don't know why things happen. So we ask why and we try to understand. And that's how they answer the questions. They might do experiments. They might do investigations. So let's watch this really cute video about little kids talking about what is a scientist.
A scientist discovers new things like it studies about animals, plants, bugs, that the trees are the lungs of the earth. It's hard to be a scientist because you're going through a lot of explosions.
Oh no.
You make medicines for sick people too. They invent boots that can do anything.
My personal favorite part of being a scientist is making things that help others to feel better and to find out how things work.
Ooh, isn't that interesting? A scientist can try to help people or help the earth. If you were a scientist and you could invent or create something to help others, what would you make? What would you create? It could solve problems. Oh, you know what I think I would do? Every time I try to drive somewhere, it takes me forever. I think I would try to invent a way that we can fix the traffic problems. Jetpacks. I would invent jetpacks for the whole family. Yes, we could travel together. Or maybe make like little traffic tubes we can travel in. Interesting. What about medicines? Would you create medicines? So this option is for you to type in an answer, to think of something that you would create if you were a scientist to help someone. If you cannot type it in, it's okay. Who would like to share? What would you create? What would you invent? Corellis, go ahead. You're first. I see that hand. Oh, unmute and tell me again. Unmute.
I will create a super pack.
Oh, I think that would be a great invention. Would that help people?
Well, for I can zoom around and I can
know. That's true. Thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, who do I see next? Who's the next hand up? I see Charlotte. Charlotte, go for it. I'm coming.
If I was a scientist, I would make robots for everyone, a robot kitty, a robot doggy, and a jetpack, and a robot.
Wow, that sounds exciting. Would those robots clean our houses, I hope? Yeah, I hope so. I agree. Moms and dads, I think that would be fabulous. All right, Xander, I'm ready for you. What would you create?
I'll create a robot volcano. That's definitely not that real.
Well, maybe that would be interesting. Maybe you could create a way.
And I did that last time.
To turn off a volcano to save people. Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, right? A way to shut off the lava.
And also I made a volcano last time with my mom.
Yeah, that's wonderful. All right, Henry, thank you, sir. Thank you. Henry, I'm ready for you.
Supposed to save people.
Make people fly.
A special
wow,
potion.
I love your answer. Yeah, you would do the jetpacks or something to make people fly. Would you? That is so cool, Henry. Thank you for sharing. All right, Luke. What would you create?
A ride.
What a great idea. I love it. All right, loves, let's move on. Great job for everyone here. What would you create or invent to help others, just like scientists do. Now, we're almost done, guys. We're getting ready for the end of our lesson, all right? But we have to talk about how scientists make their discoveries. As we explore the world around us, we make and record our observations. Oh, hands down for just a minute, okay? We make and record our observations. Thank you, love. We use our 5 senses to help us observe. Do you know what the 5 senses are? If you don't, it's okay. But here's the fun part. Did you know that anyone can be scientific and make observations? Let's watch a funny little video. I won't play the whole thing about babies acting all scientific while they make whoops, I didn't went too fast. Observations about the foods they eat. When you make observations, you use your senses. Ooh. You taste, you smell, you touch, you see,
Jasper,
and you hear.
what are you doing?
Ooh.
Here we go. Excuse me.
That was you guys not too many years ago.
What happened?
Now look at that. He's making observations, just like any scientific person would do. He sees it, he feels it, he touches it, he tastes it. Oh, I said he touches it. He touches it, he tastes it, he smells it. And those are our observations. Seeing, did I miss one? Seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing. Oh, he hears the squishiness, doesn't he? Kind of hears it go. And then touching. Those are our 5 senses, and scientists use our 5 senses to help them make observations. So let's try that together. By the way, we're going to be doing this a lot over the next few weeks, and it's so much fun. It is time to do a quick scavenger hunt, which means you can't run and you can't go too far away from your computer. You only have 15 seconds to use your 5 senses, just like a scientist. Okay, so listen to what I'm going to say. Here's the clue. And then you'll have 15 seconds to go grab an object and then hold it up to the camera to show off what you found. Okay, now we're going to use each sense. Okay, and each sense, you're going to go find an object that you can use that sense to observe. All right, ready? What can you find with your sense of sight? Go find something you can see. 15 seconds. Go find something that you can see. 1, 2. Ooh, very nice. Hold it up straight and steady. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful, Charlotte. Wonderful, Xander. 6. Anything you can see. Hold it up to the camera. 8, 9. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. There's Luke. There's Corelli's and Henry. Yay! Look at those. Hold them up so everyone can see. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay, put it down. Next one. Find something you can hear. Find something you can hear. Something that makes noise. What makes noise? Oh, makes noise. Oh. What do you have? Hold it up. Oh, look at that. Oh, those make noises. That's like a robot or something. Yeah. Oh, is that a guitar? What is that, Luke? Oh, let me see. Let me see Charlotte's. Oh, I see it. Hold on. Oh, it's a dog. Henry, that's hilarious. Corelli's, look at yours. Oh, look at the phone, Luke. All right, loves. Excellent. Put it down. Next one. Go find something you can taste, Using your 5 senses to make observations. If we observe, we can answer questions. Oh, bananas. What's that, Luke? Oh, Corelli's, I love that stuff. Are those Cheerios? Oh, look at the orange, or is that an apple? It's an apple. Oh, I love it. Yummy, 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 yummy. Oh, look at that. Is that a bag of carrots? Oh, it looks so good. Okay, okay. Wait, don't eat them now. All right, that's another experiment. Don't worry, we're going to do taste tests, but not right now. Ready? Put it down. Go find something you can smell using your sense of smell. What can you smell? Find something that smells. Maybe it smells stinky, like your shoe. Maybe it smells delicious. Oh, bread smells so good, especially when it's baking. Hi, Mom. And let's see, what else? Oh, look at this shoe, the stinky shoe. I agree. Oh, look at the peppermint. Oh, flowers. Oh, what's that, a candle? You guys are fabulous at this. I think you're the best scavenger hunters ever. One more. You ready? So we've used sense of sight, something we could see. We use sense of sound or hearing. We could hear it. Sense of taste, something we could taste. Something we can smell. Do you know the last one? Go find something you can touch. Something you can touch. Fluffy or hard. Oh, look at that. Yes. You can feel his muscles are like hard. They're smooth, aren't they? Yeah, that's right. Excellent. Oh, look at that. Corelli's nice job. Be careful. Don't get your finger in there. Oh, look at Charlotte. Oh, she's got nice soft hair. Yes. Let's see. So those are our 5 senses. We have sight, which is seeing. Oh, what does Henry have? Spider-Man. Nice. Oh, Luke, look at that. Yeah, you can touch that, right? And you can describe how it feels. You make observations about how something feels. This is hard. This is soft. This is squishy. This is furry. This is rough. Yeah, you make the observations. Get it? Observations means to observe, and you can have different observations. Now, final question, and this is our what we call exit ticket, and it's to see if you remember what it was all about. So what do scientists do? Get ready, you're going to have a quiz question. Get your fingers ready to select your answer, but let me review. Scientists ask and answer questions about the natural world. And they do that by making and recording their observations. Here we go. Remember the answer? What do scientists do? Okay, ready? A says, if you select A, it means that you think scientists build houses. If you select B, you think they work at a bank. If you select C, it says they ask and answer questions about the natural world. What do you think scientists do? A, they build houses. B, they work at a bank. C, they ask and answer questions about the natural world. Oh, look at that. I think everybody knows. That tells me this was a successful lesson, that you all know it was. Dun, dun, dun. C. C. It's C. All scientists ask and answer questions about the natural world. All right. Remember that poll at the beginning? How do you feel about describing what scientists do? A, I've got this. I know what a scientist can do. B, I still need a little help. C, help. What's a scientist? Choose your answer. Oh, thank you, Corellis. Xander, we're going to unmute in just a second. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. I'm coming. Thank you, Charlotte. Ooh, Charlotte, there's 2 of you. How'd you multiply? There's a question. If I was scientific, I'd say, how are there 2 Charlottes? How did it get to be 2 Charlottes? Henry, Luke, excellent. They ask and answer questions about the natural world. All right, Xander, I don't see your answer. Were you able to choose one? Okay, it didn't pop up yet. It's okay if it didn't. I already know your answer. You said you got this, right? Yeah, okay. So guys, guess what? We're all done. we're totally done. Now it's time for me to ask you, do you have any questions before we leave for the day or anything you'd like to share? All right, I'm going to go to Xander first. He had his hand up the longest. Go for it.
I think I wanna play a game before we get out the pool.
Well, remember, we're going to spin a wheel, but not today. Okay, remember you have to keep your promise all week, and then those people that keep the promise all week get their chance. They get a chance to win. So don't worry, we'll all get to play. Don't worry.
Promise.
Thank you.
1,000 million days.
You're the best promise keeper ever. Thank you, Miss Corellis. I see your hand. Go for it. And then I'm going to go to Charlotte.
Scavenger Hunt again. We're gonna play the Scavenger Hunt again.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, but I'm bored.
I know, me too. Thank you for sharing, Corellis. Charlotte, I'm ready for you.
I want to do next time Scavenger Hunt too, but I wanted to tell you how a flower gets made. First, you dig a hole and then put the seed in, bury the seed, and then water it. And then once it gets watered, it gets sunlight, and then the sunlight hits it, and then it comes to a big, pretty flower.
Wow. Did you know that when you learn something, you then ask another question? And I have a question for you. Why does the flower grow up and not down?
Because if it goes down, then it won't get big and strong.
True. That's true. You're right. Do you think it has something to do with it trying to reach the light?
If it reaches the light and if it gets water, it'll get big, big,
Exactly.
big,
Exactly.
and big.
There's no light under the ground. It needs that light to grow. Thank you for sharing. Mwah. All right. Anyone else? Any other questions? I need a hand. I need a hand. Anything else to talk about? Henry. Ooh, he's eating his carrots.
There's play and flowers that dead and flooding not that dead.
You're talking about water flooding flowers and the flowers done?
Yes, not flooding. And
If it doesn't flood, the flowers don't die?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so interesting that you shared that. I just planted some flowers in a little pot and I gave it too much water. Is that a good thing? Just too much water, a good thing? Probably not. All right, loves. Hey, you can go if you need to go. If it's time for you to log out, because it is, you guys can go ahead and leave. Tomorrow is our reading lesson. What do you need? I would just say a piece of paper and a pencil or some crayons. That's it. Okay. All right. We're going to have a fabulous day tomorrow. Okay. You guys can go if you need to. Charlotte, do you have another question for me? Okay, go ahead.
my question is done, and we want to know why. Why? It's because if it rains, the plants will get water. And if it doesn't rain and the plants get too much sunlight, they will die.
Wow, you sound like a real scientist that studies plants. Do you know what they're called? That's a funny word. Botanist. They study botanist. I know. They study botany, which is the study of plants. Wow, what a scientist you are. All right, bye, Charlotte.
Bye.
Good work. Xander, do you have a question for me?
Yes. I want to show you something.
What do you want to show me? Oh, look at that. Is that a beautiful flower? It looks like a flower bush growing under a gorgeous tree. Did you help plant those flowers, Xander?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a great job. I love it. All right, love. Thank you for sharing. Miss Cruz has to run. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. What do I want to tell you? It says, give me a hug, ladybug. And you say, bye-bye, butterfly. Ready? Okay. Give me a hug, ladybug. And you say, bye-bye, butterfly.
Bye-bye, bye.
Bye, guys. Love you, sweeties.